Okay, so this video is for Elamara Bokor, whatever the fuck your name is. Bokor Leornard Elamara. Alright, I butchered his name. I don't care. But I want you guys to listen to this real quick. So this guy proclaims, this guy hates a.koetting, right? This guy hates a.koetting, and he's proclaiming to be a voodoo guy. And apparently he hates a.koetting because he said some voodoo shit. But I want you to hear this real quick.
You think that it's all spiritual energy. Some of this shit is just science from a world where you know what I'm saying, where this shit is like, this shit is something else, man. Because a lot of people just think that it's all spiritual energy. Some of this shit is just science. Some of this shit is just scientific knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Some plants, have arsenic in there. You know what I'm saying? So if
some of this shit is just scientific knowledge. Some of this shit is just scientific knowledge. So what you're actually saying is you don't just use voodoo, you use technology too. Because mind you, like if you cursing somebody, you're doing it from afar. So yeah, so that's basically factual proof that you're not. And I don't think like you're walking around putting shit in people's drinks and people's food. I think that's legit bullshit. Um, I don't care about the calf killing, the calf sacrifice, because sacrificing is killing animals is a very normal thing. You don't get food if you don't kill animals. That's a very normal thing. I know a lot of people are gonna be a little bit butthurt about that. If you go see what I'm talking about, on this channel, you're gonna see that where he kills a calf. And killing animals is a very normal thing. So I'm not very surprised by that. I'm very surprised by the fact that you said that some of these things are scientific. You know, that surprises me, because the thing is not the fact. I say that there's science involved in science can be involved in spirituality, but I don't put toxins in other people's drinks. I don't put toxins in other people's food. When I practice magic, I practice magic. And I'm not gonna put somebody in somebody's food and call it magic. I poisoned you. That's straight up poison. That's just poison. Um. So to me, this fucking guy, this fucking spaz motherfucker, is just another Illuminati puppet, man. Like, he's not worth listening to. He's not worth, and I really hope that you guys are gonna listen this time, because there's a lot of people that I have exposed and that have never answered me back on any of my videos or anything that I've said ever. So I do hope that this time you guys are going to be smart enough to realize that, you know, this motherfucker's just some trash ass nigga in the backwoods of the universe. You know, because nowadays you don't have a reason. I mean, you could, if a nigga says some shit about somebody one time and it ends up being true, that might be luck. If it says something about a nigga 2 times, he might be onto something. But if he says something about a nigga like 3 times, come on. Now you fucking wildin'. You just, if you don't listen, it's because you're fucking wildin', dude. You're fucking tripping. Straight up. So, you know, I'm gonna be on his ass. Like I said before, we're gonna see if that shit that you smoking, that crack you got in your pipe, be really that wild, that buck wild shit. Cause we gonna see. We gonna find out. I don't think it is. I think you a faggot motherfucker. I think you wasting people's time. I think you're trash. And you're trying to do things right now. It's not working because you a faggot, and you know, and you're trying to do things, and you know, like you're just like Dolo. You're just like Dolo, or what's his face, Junior, Terry Joel Jr. and all those fucking cats. You guys are just garbage, man. Supreme garbage, godlike garbage. You guys are godlike garbage, godlike garbage. Like there's no bigger kind of garbage than you motherfuckers. No other bigger kind of garbage. That's legit not possible. You cannot be more garbage than the Illuminati. That's not possible. That's legit not possible. That's legit not possible. If you think you're garbage and you're not Illuminati, then you should look at the Illuminati and tell yourself and watch what all these guys do, and look at yourself again in the mirror and tell yourself, okay, you know what? Maybe I'm not that much garbage. Because these motherfuckers are way more garbage than I am. Way more. It's not even comparable. I couldn't even if I tried, listen, if you're a garbage person, right? Or if you consider yourself to be a garbage person and you look at everything the Illuminati does, there's no fucking way in hell. If you try to be garbage like the Illuminati, you're gonna end up in jail. So it's like almost physically not possible to be more garbage than the Illuminati. Like it's physically not possible, dude. You can't even do it. If even if you tried, you couldn't. So I'm gonna expose you, Leonard. You know, I don't know why you calling yourself Bokor. You should stop that shit because you ain't shit. You're definitely not a Bokor, bro. Like you need to go to fucking sleep with that garbage, man. You're not. Nah. You're trash. You're a nerd. You're a spaz. You're a spaz looking ass nigga. You're a nerd ass looking nigga. You talk like a nerd. You're garbage. No offense to, you know, no offense to the common cliche of the nerd that actually talks with the lisps, but you know, I just hate this motherfucker. I just hate him. I just fucking hate him. So I'm gonna be on your ass, man. You gonna have some real shit coming at you, bro. You gonna have some real shit coming at you real soon. Don't worry about it. You think this is a joke. So, because you're a spaz. You're too fucking stupid. You're Illuminati. Illuminati people, I don't know what the fuck kind of brainwash they do to these fucking guys, but they always think like they're like exalted or some shit. They think like they're bigger than God and shit for some fucking reason. You know. And I don't even like God, but I've just noticed that kind of like temperament in them. You know, there's like, you know, they have this kind of temperament, like, you know, I'm, you know, bigger than God. You ain't bigger than shit. You ain't even bigger than a child. Fuck you. You garbage. You're trash. Worthless. You're good for the garbage. Somebody should throw you in a garbage disposal center. There's no reason for you to be walking on earth. You're sucking up somebody's oxygen. Complete garbage. So I'm gonna be on your ass now. I already exposed 2, 3 motherfuckers on YouTube, and I really hope people are gonna listen to me this time, man. Cause if y'all motherfuckers still listening to all these niggas with all the exposing that I'm doing, Dolo's exposed, bro. Like motherfuckers just listening to the shit because they were so used to listening to a shit that they like, man, it's already too late. I already listened to like 300,000 videos. You know what I mean? So I can't really stop now, man. I know you telling the truth. Shit, man. I know you telling the truth. It's just, man, you know, it's what I know. But now y'all gotta stop that shit, man. Y'all need to stop that shit, bro. Like this ain't right, man. You fucking up right now, man. You fucking lost in the sauce right now, man. You listening to garbage niggas all day, bro. Garbage niggas, man. Come on, dog. The fuck is you doing, man? What's your problem, man? Like, well, why are you listening to these cats, bro? Like, what's the fuck? Anyway, so this guy, man, just literally said, he said, like, this shit is that it's scientific, like, man, like it's because the thing is, I know voodoo. There's a science. There's technology behind it. So evidently there's science. But that's some far back shit. Like that's some shit that you cannot access. That's some shit that there's no human on the planet that has access to that kind of shit, man. It's just not meant for us. That's some aliens in the sky shit. That's like some interstellar spaceship traveling light years type shit. That's Star Trek shit. That's not for us. We don't use shit like that. Nobody uses shit like that. Nobody. So if you're talking about science, you're talking about human science, which is evidently not the same as magic. Evidently not the same as magic. Evidently. So no, there is no science involved in voodoo, man. Zero. None. Voodoo is about using your imagination. And that's the thing about sacrifices too. Like, I know you're a low level ass dude and you're trash. And that's why I know that you're losing technology, because me at the level of voodoo that I am, I don't need to do shit. I just need to use my imagination, because I can hear them talk in my ear. So they tell me if they want something. Like if I go to the store and I see there's a nice piece of cake, and I was already working with a spirit, and like, I want that cake. And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get you that cake. Or maybe I'm gonna go to the store and I'll be like, I'm gonna buy the spirit a gift. I'm gonna buy him a cake. And then, I try to go buy the cake and he's like, nah, I don't like that. I don't like that cake. It happened to me with Vagabond. Vagabond, man, I had some cake at the house. I was already eating the shit. And it was a good cake. It was an okay cake, but it was very sugary. There was a lot of cream on it, like icing. There was a lot of icing on it. And I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna give Vagabond a gift, right? So I go to pick up the cake. He tells me, nah, I don't want that cake. It was too sugary. He didn't like it. I was like, oh, okay, that's new. I didn't expect that to happen. So I'm at the level where it's all about imagination. It's all about creation. It's all about like the picture that I can mold. When I build an altar, when back in the days I used to build altars the traditional way. Put some coffee, buy some alcohol, buy some nuts, and things of that matter, right? Some Florida and blah 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 blah. But nowadays it's all about the personality of the spirit that I'm fucking with, right? So if I'm fucking with a different spirit, different spirits are gonna have different demands. Like some spirit, like Ursula, you know, she likes. She doesn't. I'm not gonna say she likes fruit bowls, but she likes how a person arranges the fruit bowl. So it's not about what's in the bowl, it's about how it looks like, right? So it's very complicated. I have to mix vegetables and fruits at the same time, you know. And that's like a couple years back. That's the level that I'm at. So if you're still going to Haiti to do some fucking rituals, that means you ain't shit. Not rituals, but sacrifices. If you, well, yeah, if you're going to Haiti to not only do rituals and sacrifices, that means you ain't shit. So for you to call yourself a Bokor is an extremely offensive thing. And I'm surprised that nobody came at you to be like, y'all nigga, nah, you ain't shit. You ain't no Bokor, man. Like, how the fuck? Like, me, from my standpoint, from what I've known from Bokors, Bokors are cannibals. Bokors will fucking eat you. They will fucking eat your ass, bro. Like, you will die. You know what I mean? That's what I know from Bokors, bro. So I'm surprised that you're, and the weird thing is the video that I've just made you guys listen to, he's talking about people not being invincible, and it's kind of ironic because he's talking about people not being able, you know, they're not not everybody is untouchable, or not everybody can't get touched. But at the same time, he's calling himself a Bokor and he ain't shit. He's just an Illuminati puppet. But there's no Bokors going after him. There's no real. Of course, I understand that there's no real Bokors that have time to waste with faggot ass lingers like that. But I still, you know, like, what's the limit of the shit that I can? What's the limit of how much I can impersonate you? You know what I mean? Like, is there a limit of how much? Because that means I could say I'm a Bokor, right? You know what I mean? Like, I could say that too, right? If he can say it, then I can say it. But the thing is, like, where's the limit? Where's that boundary where it's like, okay, now you just said that's too much. You know what I mean? Like that's just you wilding right now. You know what I mean? And I'm not familiar with the Bokor community, the Bokor society, so I'm not gonna lie. But judging from this guy and the level that I'm at, where I'm like, I don't need to kill anything. All I need is to listen to the spirit and what they tell me. If they tell me to go get this, they talk to me. I can hear them. I know I'm not crazy. I can legit hear them. And if they tell me to go get this, I go get it and I bring it right back, right? Like I owe like Claw Neck 3 bottles of wine, you know. But that's a demon. That's a different thing. But I still owe him. I heard him, you know. Like I know he asked for 3 bottles of wine, so I know I have to go get 3 bottles of wine. So you know, so I'm kind of like, what's going on here, man? And why are these people just walking around impersonating other people and nobody's saying shit? Like I don't get it. I don't understand. So anyway, we're gonna, you know, and anyway, this guy is talking about love. You know, that's legit Illuminati shit. If you're talking about love all the time, these niggas have, because they know that people love to have sex. So like they're always attacking people with the weak part. You know, the carnal part, which is for billions. There's nothing new about what I just said. You know, that's been going on for thousands and billions of years. That's why you're born, and that's why there's a bunch of kids running around doing stupid shit right now, because everybody loves to have sex. So they know, the Illuminati knows that making video about love and things like that are gonna be things that's gonna grasp you, right? It's gonna attract you. It's gonna grasp you. You're gonna, you know. So of course that works. It's not because he's a Bokor, it's because he's Illuminati. It's because he's following the Illuminati trend. You know, and even if he's not Illuminati, he's following the Illuminati trend. So this guy is probably like some guy that lives at his mother's, in his mother's basement and shit, and he's trying to portray, like, trying to act like he's a fucking Bokor and he's fucking dangerous and shit like that. Because Bokors are dangerous. Bokors are not people that you want to fuck with. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. Like, you know, Bokors are legit not people that you want to fuck with, man. From my standpoint. You know what I mean? Like, I know some people. You know, I've been shown some people that, you know, my parents are like, don't fuck with this guy. You know, like, don't mess with this guy. You know, you can say whatever whatever you want to anybody else, but this dude, don't say nothing. You know what I mean? You know, like, you know. So I'm like, I understand that. Like, I understand that shit, man. Like, you know, your parents. You know, when you're born in that kind of environment, your parents are like, you know, don't leave your shirt at this person's house. You know, always put your shit in your pockets. Like, that's the motherfucker's friend. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's your parents' friend, part of my language, but that's your parents' friend, and your parents are telling you, don't leave anything in this house. You know what I mean? Because that's what a Bokor does. You know what I mean? There's a personality change. The thing about voodoo is, you know, your personality changes according to whatever you're doing. Like, if you call a very high spirit, you know, my mom, bless her soul, you know, hell bless her soul. It's not her fault. You know, she was doing voodoo, and at the time she was very agitated. You know, it's because of the spirit. And I thought, like, at some point, I thought, like, it's, oh, she didn't like us or some shit like that. Until I started doing voodoo too. When I started doing voodoo too, and I saw that aggressiveness came out of me. I saw the same kind of aggressiveness came out of me. I was like, oh shit, okay, it wasn't that. You know what I mean? It was the spirit doing that. You know what I mean? And when you have a high amount of power like that, you have to put it somewhere. You know what I mean? So you have to use that energy towards something. If you just sit there and you have that in you and you just sit there, you're gonna get pissed off at, like, the littlest things, like, you know, like, just the most little thing ever. Like, it's not even shit that's not even important. You know what I mean, bro? Like you're just gonna be pissed off for no reason, right? Because you have to put the energy somewhere. And that's what I did though. That's what I did though. Like me, I found somewhere to put the energy in, and unfortunately, I'm sorry, but the energy was it, I used my dog. I had a dog, and I used that. You know, I used to scream at the fucking dog. You know, so I wouldn't, you know, scream at everybody else. You know, um, you know, so it is what it is. It's not that I didn't love the dog. I still love the dog. Even when I was pissed off, I still love the dog. It's just you know, it was the only place I could put the energy in without trashing everything that I built, right? So, like I said before, and I'm not a Bokor. So imagine a Bokor that's dealing with, you know, Petros and Gedes and all that shit, right? But the darker side of the voodoo pantheon, right? So those guys will eat anything. You know what I mean? So if you let your shirt inside his house, that's your fucking business. You know what I mean? You know, that's your shit. You know what I mean? You know you shouldn't have let your fucking shirt at this guy's house. So, you know, you're a faggot, man. You a faggot, and I hope this video exposes you, and I hope my next videos are gonna expose you too. And I hope that your shit gets shut down. I hope that you get destroyed, because you a faggot, you a fake, you a bum, you're trash, garbage. I don't ever want to see you again, ever. And I really hope YouTube follows me on this one, because I know y'all like a.koetting, man. I know y'all like a.koetting, bro. I know y'all like him, so you can't don't do this to us, man. You following the wrong motherfucker. That nigga, if you want to know what a real fake prophet is, you're looking at one. That's a real fake prophet right there. This motherfucker talking about science and voodoo. Fuck out of here, man. What, you're talking about like zombie zingers? Creating zombies with the fucking fish, you know, the fugu fish, you know, so you take the fugu fish poison and it paralyzes the person, and then, or you can crush it up into powder and it can, you know, you blow it in the person's face and the person falls. Man, fuck out of here with your fucking 1990s movies ass shit, man. Fuck you, you fucking faggot. Fuck you, you fucking bitch. Go fuck yourself. Fuck out of here, man. Anyways, so like I said before, this nigga's a low class, low level magician, like low level. So you, if you're if I'm catching flack from all you Illuminati cats right now, obviously, that's a red flag right there, because I'm catching flack from Illuminati folks. Like I got Terry Joel Jr. today. He made like 2-3 videos, you know, talking garbage. Terry Joel Jr. talking garbage on his fucking chat. And there's some tarot card readers that started talking garbage on their fucking, you know, their fucking channel. So fuck you, you fucking faggot. You trash ass nigga. You garbage, man. Fuck out of here, bitch. Anyways, man, like, you know, like, part of my language. I'm sorry for cursing so much. It's just that pisses me off, man. Like, you know, at least if you was a real magician, I'd have a little bit more respect for you. If you was a real magician, trust me, I would have respect for you. You know what I mean? I would have had respect for you. But now that I know that you're Illuminati, but it's not even because you're Illuminati. It's because you lied. It's because you're a fucking liar. You sit there, you're talking to people, you're saying like talking about relationships and you know and you know no fap challenges and semen retention and leave your boyfriend and shit and all kinds of trash ass shit, bro. Like, you know, fuck you, man. Trying to be an edge lord by showing, you know, ritual calf, you know, sacrificing calves and shit, man. You ain't shit. You trash, garbage. You a low level ass nigga. You're not a Bokor, bro. You're not a Bokor, bro. You ain't shit. You're nothing. Talking about, oh, sacrifice is very important. I mean, like I said before, if you was a real magician, I wouldn't come at you for saying that sacrifices are an important thing to voodoo, because it's true. It's a starting point. You got to sacrifice something. You know what I mean? You know, me shit. I was the sacrifice. You know, you know what I mean, bro. Like I was the sacrifice, man. I'm not gonna lie. Well, I sacrificed some people too. I sacrificed people. You know what I mean? I'm like John Constantine. I sacrificed some of my friends to get the power that I have. You know, well, not necessarily, not really, not my friends, but you know, people that I knew, right? I sacrificed those people to get the power, just like a.koetting did, right? I sacrificed people, you know, try to, you know, get them to like me, and then I fucking sacrifice their asses to the fucking spirits, and and you know, and it worked, man. Like, well, you know, it worked. I don't know. I don't even know. I just did it because, you know, you never know. You know, um, and I was a sacrifice too, man. I remember, you know, the whole, you know, protection thing, man. When the guy comes, the a Bokor or a Ugan comes and he fucking headbutts you in the fucking face and shit. That shit happened to me, bro. Like, I was young too. I was like 10 years old and shit. This motherfucker just headbutted me and my cousin. Me and my cousin, bro, he just fucking headbutted our asses, bro. Like, pow. It was fucking spirit. The fucking spirit headbutted us, man. Like, pow, dude. I was like, shit. I was looking at my cousin. Me and my cousin went upstairs. We was looking at each other. We was both rubbing our heads. You know, we look at each other. We rubbing our heads like, yo, that shit hurt a little bit. A little bit. You know, you know, so you ain't shit. You're garbage, man. You're trash. Well, fuck out of here with your bitch assness. I can't stand motherfuckers like this, man. I don't know why you guys are fucking listening to shit like that, bro. I don't fucking understand it. I don't know what the fuck you find so fucking entertaining for somebody fucking lying for fucking 45 fucking minutes. It's just fucking ridiculous, bro. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people, man? I'm sorry. I'm being belligerent, but I I don't understand. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. My bad, YouTube. My bad to all my fans. My bad to anybody that will become some of my fans after you listen to this video, because that guy's garbage, and you're going to realize that that guy's garbage. And you're probably, if you want to know about voodoo, you should probably go see a.koetting or ask me some questions, because I know a little bit about voodoo, obviously. Um, wow. Just fucking wow. Just fucking wow. Because legit, I thought, like, I always give people benefit of the doubt. I have like this. I have my good nature will kill me one day. Um, you know, so I'm looking at this guy. I'm like, I'm standing here from a standpoint like, okay, he's a magician. He has beef with EA because he wrote a book, and he sold some secrets. I get that too. I get that from spirits. I get that shit from spirits. I get that shit all the time. So I'm not even surprised by this guy having a problem with EA's books. But now I understand that this has nothing to do with the fucking books. This motherfucker is just some Illuminati trash bag, you know, a super godlike trash bag Illuminati guy that just wants to shut people down. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm understanding right now. I didn't know. I didn't know. Now I know. You know. So this video is too damn long. I'll see you guys later, man. Have a good one.